Hello, you pony, and welcome to more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Hair for All.
Now we started the introduction with every pony. Okay.
I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? What, you're asking us to pay you now? Since when have we ever needed to pay you? Wada, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, right? Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them, too. Jeez. Regular...
Get a lot of soda pops.
I know, smoozing and dyeing up the fucking... that just sounds really weird. Like, these stars are just, like, they see this random reporter with this southern accent and this afro, and they're like, you know what, she seems cool. Oh, let's shake her hand, have a soda pop. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that them southern accents are pretty sexy.
Everyone loves them. Yeah, I mean, you know, who doesn't love it? I just totally... It's like she wasn't here the entire time that night.
The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either.
Guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came at... who came, yes, and went that night. I'm sure no one can. It's a secret. You should know this, right?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't want to know.
Yeah, I don't really. So, about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah. Can I believe what you've written? I have to say, I don't know much about Southern talk, but I swear ditty is like a song. So, I don't think you're using your accent right. I think we should confiscate that, Miss Lotta. I think you're lying to us.
She's not actually Southern. She's actually like a high intelligence German something. She's actually secretly Einstein, but she's hiding from the
government. That afro is a parasite. It's controlling her brain and mouth just generally.
My dad's too.
It's a menace to us all. You mean this stuff about N-God shoving his manager onto Lady Karita? Yeah. Well, I reckon you best not be believing that. I write down a lot of things that aren't true, you know. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. I'm glad you didn't turn it...
Why did she write that again?
I don't know. The assumption was she wrote that because, well, it was part of the rumor. I think she was looking for Scoop, and maybe that's what she was trying to find out. But it seemed more like she wrote that down because it's what she was going to, you know, like so she had already found evidence.
So she had made the decision before she had even found any evidence.
Right, exactly.
That's a good reporter.
A lot of heart is best reporter.
Whatever, mind.
Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bull-dooders. Why would you say that about what you're writing? Hey, what's with ya? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Grandpa used to stare at you like you were an idiot? That makes sense, I guess.
I guess that explains a lot.
Yeah. Hey, and why do you look like you suddenly got older, too? Or am I just shrinking here? Did you suddenly grow a pair of boobs without me noticing?
I'm totally not 800 million years old. I'm not a demon. Don't look at me like that.
Ah, my baby! My $16,000 baby!
That's not a $16,000.
Yeah.
It's 1600.
1600. I'm sorry. I I can't numbers, especially when I'm being Southern. You should know that Southern people can't numbers either.
They're not good at math, as we all know, but they do have fancy mathematics.
Yes, it's the finest sort of science. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, it's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't ya? I feel like that's offensive somehow, but I'm not sure.
Wait, now I'm just... Weren't you here last time? You were in, like, that other case where this guy was part of.
Yeah.
In fact, you were in the case where he was being, like, accused of murder.
Yeah, she was there.
And didn't they, like evidence at that point?
I'm not sure. Maybe her camera equipment didn't count as evidence. No, I think it did. That's a fair point. I think they'd have to confiscate her camera last time, too. I mean, I guess that would explain why she has a new camera, but she never complained back then.
So she never got it back?
Maybe...
That's pretty... I mean, there's one thing between confiscating evidence for a case and then just keeping it. Because the police officer was like, hey, I got a new camera. That's right.
Well, I mean, you know, the Phoenix Wright law system, it works however it wants to. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if the judge just kept the camera because he was like, hey, I like it. So, put in a few good words for me and get me back my camera. You want me to do with what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee he'll give it back. You're an expert on nagging, aren't you? It's like, it's not even just nag him until he gives it back. Nag him for roughly 5 hours, and he'll give it back.
Right, nonsense.
Yeah. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. Wouldn't wanna explain myself. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I guess being a tabloid is not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking pictures for tabloids, so if you were a tabloid, it'd be just as good, maybe even better. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then.
Is that a threat or not?
I can't tell anymore.
Was that like, oh, don't accidentally get blown up by those mines I left behind?
I mean, it does sound like she's like, I'm coming to court tomorrow, and hell's coming with me. And you...
Right, that's what she named her new camera.
It's what I normally name my camera. The Pearls probably names everything hell. Just like, and this is my teddy bear hell.
But it's so she feels more at home.
Yeah. And you there too, little keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
Don't be too picky about your food now.
Okay.
And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? What are you, her fucking, like, parent?
I guess maybe she is. It makes a lot of things. Okay. I mean, come on. Lucifer has to be a sergeant.
And if you find a good camera, be sure to bring it back to me. Would you please just leave already? I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the stories about Lucifer are, like, in the South, so that does make sense. Alright. Thing in Krita's hotel room. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel. Krita's hotel room.
I have no idea. Mr. Nick.
What is that otherworldly ghastly moaning?
That old bag.
I don't know who to expect.
I hate even ghosts. Wow. That's very undemon of you.
That
Get
is.
yourself together, Lucifer.
I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon.
Right, that would be surely better. Ha!
Oh.
I knew it.
Did not. Excuse me! Watch who you're calling a demon, brat!
Ah! But I guess it explains why Pearl was terrified. Like, this is the only thing that could stop Pearl's domination of the universe.
Yeah. Old
It
bag.
begs cancer.
Man, I want to see that part of the Phoenix Wright movie. I really hope they have an epic duel between, like, Pearls and Old Bag for the domination of the universe. Whoever wins, we all lose.
Either everything catches fire or everything gets cancer.
Zoinks! What are you, fucking Velma? It's the alien!
Wait, zoinks?
Yeah, it's something Scooby-Doo characters tend to say for some reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Who are you calling an alien? Boo. Oh, it's just you, Miss Old Bag. What are you doing here?
Wait, does that mean he actually thought she was a demon and or maybe alien?
He probably did. I can't really blame him.
It's like, oh, and then she shot me, which means that it's Old Bag. There's only Old Bag that shoot me.
Yeah, demons and aliens don't really shoot people, especially not with annoying toy guns. What is wrong with the youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to poor Juan, and you're disturbing me! Well, you're disturbing
like a police place.
Yeah, I thought the police were investigating here. Like, they're not? Actually, I guess they're investigating the other guy's room. I don't know. Night of the murder, I guess. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial! I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and her notes! She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face!
With that imbecilic look on her face? Okay, got it. What are you...
What?
I don't know what that even was about.
I don't know either.
I've acknowledged that you didn't like her face.
I guess that's part of her program. No, she's just like absorbing info about Old Bag.
Wait, she's now Sweetie Butt and Truckerzord?
I thought we already established this, that she was the Terminator and a demon.
Jeez, that's double crossover.
Yeah. Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak!
And she's Pipsqueak too.
Oh no!
Oh man!
She's a pirate, a
Does
demon,
she have
and the
food on that
Terminator. And she's allied with the Princess of the Night. We're all screwed now.
This is getting out of hand.
It really is. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that!
Oh, alright.
Now I've seen everything.
You've not seen Luna.
Yeah, she really needs to show up. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business, being a stalker. So it's not...
Didn't what she got hired for.
You know, for some reason, I can imagine Old Bag in the stalker universe.
Well, she would probably survive. She already has cancer. The radiation can't do anything to her.
Exactly. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. Just most of it. Wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Krita. He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts, in my book! But I hear he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Engard. Which, I mean...
Said he officially lost against him?
Yeah, he kind of did. Though, to be fair, I mean, that's still not bad. He's number 2 in a rather popular category, apparently.
Right. don't know how many people there are, considering that they seem to only make the same show over and over again.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we saw at least like 5 in the opening of this thing. They were like,
unless they're all the same person,
well,
just in like suits every time.
Probably, they were all probably the guy in orange, Mr. Lionface.
Yes, he plays everyone who is not those 2 guys.
That explains everything. I heard that he was like, oh,
You
yeah.
read that?
Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know?
Man, you tried that so hard with that statement she lost her voice.
Yeah. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be! Only for a little bit, though. Look! Just look at this mountain of presents!
They're all from her, aren't they?
Probably. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all of his head! What? All of his hands? Oh no! Lyra!
That's ancient. They could have it better.
That's what? Probably. Lyra would make sentient hands for the sake of killing everyone. The mountain of feelings all his fans had for him! They all thought he was a bear!
Yeah, why do you guys just give him teddy bears? You guys are weirdos.
Exactly. I think, like, most of them I would assume would be flowers, notes, I don't know, maybe a couple of miscellaneous things. But everyone's like, have a teddy bear. Fuck, you love
like I said, from her.
Yeah. Yeah, she likes bears. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Nick.
What is it, Pearls?
The presents. They're all bears, right?
Oh, wow. Actually recognizing that. She's got a point. There's a single thing here that isn't a bear. Even that table is secretly a bear. That laptop, it's a bear.
It's bears in disguise.
Oh no. It's the children's version of Transformers.
Which is already a shit when shows,
Yeah.
that's just weird.
That's very meta. All Mr. Kurita's presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of Juan without thinking about bears!
Yuan was actually a bear in disguise.
Guess.
Bears? Why bears?
That's what I want to know. You don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought bare-handed with a bear!
But training what? Playing a guitar?
I guess. What? Refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends!
Wait, is
What?
this now like in the show or is this like outside of the show?
I assume it's in the show. It has to be. It absolutely has to be in the show. But what?
Because otherwise, I don't see how anyone killed this guy.
I don't see how either. But even in the show, that is so weird. Like, he's the Jamma Ninja who fought a bear with his...
bears with his hands.
Yeah.
And friendship surrounds him.
I guess.
Wow. What a heartwarming story.
And by that, I'm sure you mean incredibly stupid.
By that she means heartwarming in the sense that you pull out the heart.
Exactly. Heartwarming isn't. I had a little heartburn there. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out down by a river going, heh, you sure can fight. You too, bub. You too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography. It's not in the show. It's his biography. It's in his...
Okay, maybe this is like in her head.
I have to assume. Either that or whoever wrote his biography is a fucking liar.
So it's a biography that was before he died.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you know about them before they died, but like before he even was any decent age.
Probably.
Because he's like 28 or whatever. It's like, oh, I need a biography.
I'm sure that his biography was probably written by his mother when he was like 5, and she's like, "You're gonna grow up to fight bears, honey. Won't it be exciting? And then you'll become friends." I think his mom had
mother was
come.
actually old bag, was
Probably. That explains a lot, and is really. I'm gonna. Bob. What a load of crock.
What?
Crock.
Dude, Dave's just a word for, like, a day for weird words.
It really is. At least I know what croc means, but it's still a weird term for Phoenix of all people to use.
I
Sounds
mean,
like
he's turning into, like, the guys in Scooby-Doo.
I don't know. Croc sounds more like something Old Bag would say, but maybe.
Maybe he's turning into really old Scooby-Doo.
Maybe. So, ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. Growl. I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock.
Guys, you clock.
Huh?
It's not, okay, actually, it is showing that.
Yeah.
Never mind. So it looks like the other one is a short one, so it makes it a bit weird.
Oh, yeah, I see your point. It was hard to tell. It is hard to tell which one is the... Like, they both look around the same size. What is that infernal racket? This is...
What is with your vocabulary, Phoenix?
I don't know. That horrid racket. What is that bloody noise? I don't appreciate it. What? It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime.
Did you see the window? It's like super bright outside. How is it 8 p.m.?
Seriously, also past our bedtime.
Your day starts at like 6 a.m. if I remember. This is insane. You guys been doing it for 14 hours.
Yes, if it really is 6 p.m. I imagine the clock isn't set, is what it is. Irk, it startled me. I thought I was gonna die for a second. Those toy bears are gonna maul me.
8 p.m.?
Or maybe it really is 8 p.m.
That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. I know, right? It's almost like it's been weeks or something. The transceiver. Hello?
Okay, that's me, isn't it?
I think it's you.
I was forgetting. No, I said I'm the guy who reads him in person, or now I'm the guy who reads him in person and out of person.
I don't know. I'll read his phone voice. This is not a phone. I remember it was really British. Okay. Maya! How is Maya? You haven't hurt her, have you?
It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Wright. I have heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good. No! Mystic Maya!
One more day, please! All I ask is one more day. I'll get a non-guilty verdict for sure this time. Please. Please torture Maya just a little longer.
I suppose if I must. I need that acquitted more than anything else, after all. Wait, doesn't that mean we have got his boys in our hands now?
It certainly seems like it. Also, more than anything else, why? I mean, even if this guy... I don't get it. I don't see why it's such a big deal to this guy. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright.
Alright. Then. What?
I think this is supposed to be Maya or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm reading. Alright, his.
What's with all this static all of a sudden? Hello?
It seems his
I guess we're breaking up. He's going through a tunnel.
connects
Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break?
So I like how the whole screen shakes from it. Like this, like I think the reality is breaking.
I think so. Phoenix is just like, no, not the static. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
What happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static.
Ah, Mystic Maya.
Why did...
sound cry well?
Demons don't cry very well, but they do cry with really, like, giant mouths. Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? Seriously, I'm surprised with a mouth like that no one's picked up on the fact that you're a demon yet.
No, honestly, she can eat. I'm surprised her hand doesn't like slip in. Also just like numb.
I am too. It really looked like she literally could easily fit her hand and probably like half of her arm in her mouth. Should probably have an electronics expert look at it. Sooner the better. I don't know, it sounded more like the signal than the electronic itself, but okay.
Which, sure, Oldberg is the name electronic expert.
Yeah, old bag. You want to fix this transceiver for me? Have anything to say to delinquents like you? She says what she used to do. Yeah, but tell me about my measurements. How about no? She really doesn't like me to want to tell me her measurements. I agree. I would rather not. Let's, I guess let's go bug other people then. So a electronics expert. Do we even know any of those? Hey, Mr. The Killer. No.
Right, he's good at everything. I'm sure he's good at that too.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, hey, Mr. The Killer, can you fix your own, like, broken technology thing? Anyone here? Maybe we weren't supposed to leave. I assumed, okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe Gumshoe is secretly, like, the most technically advanced person on Earth. Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner.
He's literally been staying here for the last, like, 5 hours.
He apparently has. And he's, like, acting as our house servant first. You know, I already like you better than Maya.
Okay, you would capture the maid outfit.
Exactly. 10 out of 10. Best, Phoenix Wright fan fiction. Would have more made Gumshoe. But seriously, he's already better than Maya. We always gotta buy her burgers, and he's just like, oh hey, you're home, Phoenix. Here's a nice big feast I cooked up for you.
I haven't seen the food yet.
Yeah, it's probably terrible. That's nice. Thanks.
In fact, you don't have a kitchen, so it's pretty impressive.
It is. How did you just spawn it magically? I bet he just went out and, like, stole it from a mafia person. I was like, yeah, this'll do. It's a rich man, it's a rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can, that is. I'm sure you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oh hey, you don't have a can opener here, pal. Gotta be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. Okay, I guess he's not that useful. Oh, what?
Jesus Christ, start dying.
Sorry.
It's not even Oldberg talking.
I think I think the lung cancer is just getting to me a bit. From old bag. She really loves transferring that over. Oh, I know! There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me anything you want to know, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, wonder what I should try asking him about.
Nothing.
Apparently nothing new. Do you know anything about this transceiver, pal? Transceiver?
Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing.
I guess he is. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself.
That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Oh no, someone has a jammer planted in the hotel. Whatever will we do? Electromagnetic interference.
That's the conversation.
that's all we needed to know. We can go back to the hotel now and look for whatever that is. Alright. So what is electromagnetic interference? Something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. Stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right?
Not these days.
No,
Like,
I don't.
Never.
I don't know
Like,
at
why
what
would
point in
it?
time.
The screen gets its stuff to a cable, not to, like, radio waves.
I'm not really sure, but I have to say, this guy sure gave us a crappy piece. Like, for being a super assassin, he has a super crappy piece of technology. If all it takes is, like, having a microwave next to it. Probably something Old Bag had broke it.
Maybe it's a taser.
Yeah, probably.
Computer.
It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. What? When would you... How? What? Why would you ever? And how would you? And why?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, why would that break the TV when you start using the dryer next to the TV? They must be talking about those old TVs with, like, the bunny ears.
But even then, I don't think a dryer would do it, because
Not-
a dryer doesn't have any waves.
Yeah, not unless you
Like, it needs to be
literally-
something that actually
Yeah.
sends a signal.
Right, exactly. No, I'm just saying, like, unless you put the TV on the dryer, and, like, the dryer was shaking the TV. That's the only
And
way.
then the TV fell off and hit its head on the floor and it exploded
Yeah,
and caught fire, then yes, the screen would probably not look that good.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the TV does that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. So you don't even have a TV or a dryer.
Exactly. Seems amazingly happy about being able to completely misunderstand this subject. So, the room you were in that interference... Yeah. So, the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened. It's gotta be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like, like a listening device or something. Ah. Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened? Oh, no. Plot devices. So there's a listening device in that guy's room. Is basically exactly what they're saying.
We were in Mr. Karida's room, the scene of the murder.
What? That's it. I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Oh, wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! Fuck. Alright, I think Gumshoe had a little too much coffee or something.
Maybe he spent the last 4 hours trying to open a can with his teeth.
Probably so. Now he's just like...
We should be going too, Mr. Nick.
Alright, let's go.
But I think that's a good place to end the
Yeah. So... Yeah! Thank you all for watching.